Tim Collins with Cullman today. I'm down at the Creative Design and Screenprinting building, just a few miles south of the city of Cullman. I'm with Donald J. Trump, President-elect, soon to be president. Many of you have seen him. He's a life-size cutout of the real candidate. And I also got, one of the most creative people in the whole entirety of Cullman County, Steve Cummings. Steve, you're the brainchild, the designer, the originator of the cardboard cutout of Trump.
Yeah.
Where did you come up with this idea?
We were trying to get some ideas for the Cullman County Fair booth for the Republican Party, and I thought, instead of handing out just little normal stickers and items, we should have a big picture for selfies, and I thought that'd be kind of popular, and it turned out pretty popular.
It really did. I mean, he was not only at the fair, he attended the Trump bus.
Right, he was there.
Many people, myself included, have got our picture taken with Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
It really took off and been incredibly interesting and funny and popular, and you have to be pretty proud of that.
Yeah, it's Trump had a story, and I think that's what made him more three-dimensional than the sign, because he had The Apprentice, and he'd been involved with lots of other businesses, and I think people were just tired of the one-dimensional politician, and they wanted somebody that was different.
Now, I'm going to get into the artwork on this a little bit.
Yeah.
You took a picture of Mr. Trump, and you turned it into this life-size feature. Now, there's a little story about this and how his arms are adapted to your vision, right?
This arm here, only picture I could find that was high enough resolution was with Trump holding the eagle, and that wouldn't work. So I took the eagle off and put this arm over here, photoshopped it over. So
Mr. Trump has two right arms.
Right, yeah, two right arms.
But you turned into a left.
I was going to try to make his hands bigger, but that wouldn't work either. So we left them like they were.
Well, now, to be fair and balanced with all this, I assume you could do something like this for Hillary Clinton.
Sure, we could do Hillary, Bernie, or Barack Obama. Yeah, we can.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Now, I've had a number of people say, "How do I buy this? I want to get that cardboard kind of. How would a person go about getting Mr. Trump?"
We can do that. We can do that. We can do the cutout version, or we can do one that's like a wall graphic. That's we call them fat heads. And we can do both of those. So
maybe the Civic Center lets you put a giant fat head of Trump on the wall.
Yeah, maybe they will, yeah.
Now you can do this literally for anybody. Sure. Me, the family pet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your fat head that you see of a pro athlete, we don't follow pros very much, and you can't do an Alabama player because they're licensed through the college license, and so you can't do college. But you can take your kid, that's a high school kid, and take him, put him on the wall.
So literally, they would bring a high-resolution photograph of you.
Yeah, sure.
You print it out on this big printer. You're going to show me that printer in a minute, aren't you?
Sure.
And away we go.
Yeah. Sure.
Now it seems like that'd be super expensive. Does that cost hundreds of dollars?
Not too bad. No, it's about $7 a square foot. Is all. So however big you want the graphic, it's.
So that's not bad. So you could probably get something for well under $100 at Sure Less.
Sure. Yeah.
But, all right, Steve. We're back in your creative area. What have we got going here?
Well, we have a wide format printer that will print, that's what we use to print him, but it also prints windscreens and banners. And this is a sign for a fence, I believe, for Fairview softball field.
Wow. So we have this young lady who's obviously a Fairview softball player. And she probably doesn't know, but she's being printed in almost life-size form here.
Right.
And so that's what happened. People would bring their picture of themselves or whomever, and over a period of time, it prints it out like this.
Right.
And then I assume you take knives or some kind of scissors and cut that out.
Cut it out and we'll put grommets in it so you can hang it on the fence.
That's pretty. All right, now I'm with Mike Pitts, the owner of Creative Design and Screenprinting. Mike, you must be a really understanding, tolerating boss to let somebody like Steve just run away with this whole Trump thing.
I am a really good boss.
That's what I hear, actually. I hear you're a good man to work for, and most people like you. If you'll work.
Yes.
So now, I was going to come down here right after the Alabama-Clemson game. You guys had bought literally tens of thousands of shirts. Your job was to print them. Didn't happen after the loss. Tell me about that.
Oh, it was very disappointing when Jalen Hurts scored that last touchdown. I just knew we were going to get to print. We were running test pieces around. The machines were hot, and we were ready to go. And I thought we was going to get to work all night, and when they come back down and scored to win the game, it was a heartbreaker, and we just had to send everybody home. And I literally had to sit there until about 1:30 before I could accept it, and went home. So it's disappointing, but we've been blessed that we've been able to print as much as we have in the last 5-6 years. So very thankful.
Well, after previous year's game, where Alabama did beat Clemson, You put out, what, 24,000 shirts for Nike, right?
Yes, we did, and did it in about 18 hours straight. When we start, we have to finish, and we can't quit and come back, so it makes for a long, long day.
It all happens, really, the artistic part happens in this room.
Yeah.
But you're the man who runs the computer part of it that gets it to this point, correct?
We have 3 artists here that are really good, and each of us has a specialty. And the same kind of graphic we can put on a shirt, on a poster, we can almost put on a shirt. With we print really.
Well, you can put it on anything these days, can't you?
Sure.
Cars, hats.
We do car wraps, so yeah, it's an unlimited spectrum of what you can do.
It's pretty fascinating. Well, let's go back over here and see how this young lady's doing. Well, there she goes. It's happening faster than I thought. Now, what comes out of this black box? Is that some kind of ink? Is that what it is?
It's ink, yes. It's a 4-color ink process, and comes out in little cartridges. So it's
That's really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I realize you can't speak for Mr. Trump, but since you are the secretary of the Cullman County Republican Party, any thoughts? That's why we're here, because tomorrow is the election day, inauguration day. What are your thoughts?
I hope it goes smoothly. I hope it goes without incident. It'd be great to have a smooth transition of power, and maybe the rioters will stay home and just think it's give them a chance. Give them a chance. It's going to turn out better than they think, I believe.
Well.